Morning, boys and girls. I'm glad you came back today. I hope you had fun yesterday. If you read the email from yesterday, I put in there an outdoor scavenger hunt, and there was a lot of things. So if you didn't get a chance to finish it yesterday, you can finish it today. So that's one extra activity you can do. Today is the day you're going to do your rainbow letter, and you remember how we did that. Let me get it right down here. We start at the top, we go down, around, and back up. And how many colors? 5, that's right. And then you color the picture that's with it, which I believe is a rainbow on the letter U. And let's do our letter U song. Just remember, because how many sounds are there? 2. Ready? The U says U or The U says U or Every letter has a sound. The U says U or The U says U or The U says U or Every letter has a sound. The U says U or Make sure you sing that at home with your family. And remember, there's 2 sounds. The long sound of U, like in unicorn, and the short sound as in umbrella. All right? It's one of those crazy vowel words. Also, I wanted to read you this cute book today called The Easter Egg. And we're talking about Easter, and this is a fun book about... well, let's just read it and find out. It's super fun. And it's written by Jan Brett. So you know our favorite author, Jan Brett, what she does, she hides pictures all around. So while I'm reading it, make sure you look all around to find out what's going on in other parts of the story, okay? Cheer up, spring is here. Time to start on my first ever Easter egg, Hoppy said. Each year, the bunny who decorated the winning egg got to help the Easter rabbit hide the eggs on Easter morning. Hoppy had been dreaming about being that bunny all year long. Now it was time to get started. Everywhere Hoppy looked, rabbits were working on dazzling eggs. I need an amazing idea, he said. Hoppy spotted Flora Bunny planting spring wildflowers in her eggs. The Easter rabbit will love those colorful flowers, he thought, and he started picking flowers for his egg. Here's a basket for your flowers, Hoppy, Flora said. So Flora, look what she's doing. She cut out the top of her eggs and she's planting little flowers in there. That's so pretty. You could do that. Super pretty. And let's look in the pictures on the side. Here's some other bunnies decorating their eggs. So we're going to find out and up here, keep an eye on this. Here's a spring robin. That's part of the story too. Remember to look all around the pages. You know how Jan Brett does that. Chop, chop, scrape, scrape. Hoppy spied Buster Birch carving a magnificent wooden egg. I wish I had some wood for my egg, he wished out loud. Here you go, Hoppy, Buster Birch said. And he put a smooth, round piece of wood in Hoppy's basket. Thank you, Buster, Hoppy replied. So let's see, over here, someone's dyeing Easter eggs, and she's gluing things onto her egg. I don't know what. When we get to that part of the book, we'll find out. Uh-oh, what's up here? Something's going on with Mrs. Robin. And here's Buster carving his wooden egg. You can see all the scraps of wood that he's shaving off. Okay, let's keep moving along. Hoppy was hopping along when the smell of sweetness led him out of the woods and straight to the chocolate egg that Aunt Sassafras was decorating with creamy frosting squiggles and bows. Oh, look at that one. That looks delicious. Look at all those chocolates and Easter candies. Hello, Hoppy, she said, and she put some chocolate squares in his basket. Hippity hop, exclaimed Hoppy. I'll make the Easter rabbit a chocolate egg so sweet it will make his whiskers tingle. And here's a chocolate egg. And here's some more bunnies decorating eggs. And here's the robin. A lot of things to see in this picture. Okay. Then Hoppy saw Granny Irene decorating one of her fabulous story eggs. First, she traced a design on the egg with a special tool. Then she dipped the egg in pots of yellow, green, orange, and red dye. adding to the design each time. These are beautiful. I think they call these Ukrainian eggs or Russian eggs. You can see them sometimes in stores. They're absolutely beautiful. Hoppy couldn't believe his eyes. "I'll never make an egg that beautiful," he told Granny Irene. She smiled. "Try," she said, giving him one of her special tools. And here's some other bunnies making their eggs. And what's going on up here? It looks to me like Mother Robin's making a nest. Well, if she's making a nest, what do you think she's going to put in that nest? Eggs, that's right. So keep following the story all around the edges. Hoppy was hopping by Hans van der Rabbit's garden when he spotted an extraordinary egg. Hans was painting a portrait of the Easter rabbit, so real he looked alive. Right there, see? "Fantastic," Hoppy exclaimed. "Thank you, Hoppy," Hans said. "Why don't you make a painting on your egg?" He gave Hoppy pots of paint and a fine brush. Look at this bunny's making polka dots. And this bunny's making stripes match their shirts. And up here in the nest, oh, Mother Robin is sitting on top of her eggs. As Hoppy bounced along, a boing nearly knocked him off his feet. It was a whirling, twirling, mechanical egg. "Whoa," Hoppy said. "That's an unusual egg. Would you like to make one?" Roberto asked. Hoppy tried hard, but the harder and harder he tried, the more and more parts piled up around him. "Thank you, Roberto," he sighed, "but I think I better make an egg that's right for me." See, that's the problem. He's trying to make everyone else's egg. He's not thinking of his own idea. He's looking at everyone else's egg and wants to copy that, but he has to create his own egg. And let's check on the robins up there. Uh-oh, I see some squirrels coming by her eggs. Wonder what's going to happen. She probably is not happy over that. Hoppy hopped back to the woods and lay down under a tall tree to think. "Making a beautiful egg is harder than I imagined," he thought. "I guess I don't have to win. I just have to make an egg that I'll be proud of." Uh-oh. Can you see up here? What is happening with those squirrels and the eggs? Squirrels are trying to take the eggs. I don't think that Mrs. Robin is going to be happy with that. Suddenly, the woods rang with the squawking of birds, sounding an alarm. Mother Robin swooped down, calling wildly as if she couldn't decide where to go. Look, an egg had tumbled out of Mother Robin's nest. Inside the perfect blue egg was a baby robin that needed his mother to keep him warm when it hatched. So there's see the squirrels knocked the egg right out of the nest, and there it fell. And Mother Robin is crying, "My egg, my egg!" She's worried about her egg. Hoppy knew that what he had to do. He sat down carefully and covered the blue egg with his soft, warm fur. "I'll take care of you the best I can," he whispered. Relieved, Mother Robin chirped and settled down on her other two eggs. So she went back to her nest because she trusted Hoppy to take care of her egg. That was very nice of him. Hoppy never left the robin's egg. If it was sunny and warm, he carefully turned the egg in its nest of moss. If it was rainy and cold, he kept the egg covered and dry. At night, wild animals passed by. Hoppy crouched down and stayed hidden in the ferns. Often he heard strange noises coming from above, but Hoppy did not run away. See, there he is, in the rain and in the dark. He's always taking care of that egg. Every day, the rabbits worked on their eggs. Tadpoles turned into frogs, buds swelled into leaves, and Easter came closer and closer. Finally, it was time for the rabbits to take their eggs to the glen. They had forgotten all about Hoppy, who was quietly sitting on the blue egg under the tall tree in the woods. So there's everyone getting ready for that Easter parade to show off their eggs to the Easter bunny. But Hoppy wasn't there, and it's sad because he was so excited, remember? But I have a feeling the story has a happy ending. Early the next morning, the rabbits waited for the Easter rabbit. Suddenly, a beautiful wagon rolled towards them out of the mist. Ready? This is a big page. There it is. And stopped. The Easter rabbit stepped down from the wagon and admired the decorated eggs one by one. You have brought me the most beautiful eggs in the world, but one very special one is not here, he told them. The rabbits were puzzled. Whose egg could it be? Oh, I wonder. Now let's look in the side. What happened to the egg that Hoppy was sitting on? Can you see? Who came out of that egg? That's right, a baby robin. Wow. Fill my wagon with your wonderful eggs, he said. When I return, I will show you the most fabulous egg of all. And then he disappeared into the woods. And there he is. There's Hoppy with the baby robin. And there's the mother robin looking down. I'm sure that she's so happy to see her baby was okay and that Hoppy took care of him. The Easter bunny came back with Hoppy, looking scruffy and bedraggled. Hoppy has an amazing egg to be proud of, the Easter bunny told them. He has kept Mother Robin's egg warm and safe until her baby bird hatched, and she could take care of it. The Easter rabbit placed the empty blue shell in a place of honor on top of the wagon, and now they were ready to go. So you can see it's right here between the pages. That was the most special egg of all because it was an act of love. Hoppy was so loving and kind that he saved the life of the baby bird. So that is the most beautiful egg of all. The rabbits cheered for the egg that had surprised them all. It's our best Easter ever, Hoppy, they shouted. Then the brave little bunny and the Easter rabbit rode off together to hide eggs for the girls and boys to find on Easter morning. So that's such a nice story. And I was thinking that maybe you could draw a really nice Easter egg. Remember, it doesn't have to be like anyone else's egg. Make yours different. Make it be creative. You could use colored pencils or crayons or glitter or put cereal on it. Anything you want. Be creative. Like, don't be like Hoppy was at the beginning, trying to copy everyone else's egg. Use your imagination. So I thought I would try to make an egg. I'm sure you boys and girls are going to do a better job than me, but this is the one that I made. I don't have all my glitter here like I do at school, because if I did, believe me, this would have a lot of glitter on it. You know how I like glitter. So that's my egg, and I think I'll hang it up as a little Easter decoration because it's cheerful. And I wanted to show you one more thing. We were talking yesterday about collections, and I have collections of the shells and the glass, and I'm going to show you tomorrow the pictures, the collection of my rocks. But I have another collection that's sitting right here. Maybe you saw it in the frame when I've been reading you the stories. I like to collect these pumpkins. I love fall, and Halloween is my favorite time of year. So I collect these when my husband and I go on trips. And I'm going to show you. They come from all different places. And some of them I remember where, but not all of them. But that's a beautiful one. This one I remember I got in Niagara Falls, and I watched the man make it. And if you look down here, it's really hard to see. He signed it. I don't know if you can see those letters there, but he signed it. This guy's name is Rossi, and as a matter of fact, this is also Rossi glass made by the same artist who does beautiful things with glass, vases and other animals. But I bought this many years ago, but when I went to Niagara Falls about 3 years ago, I bought that one. And let me show you more. I have this one. I think this was from upstate New York, Beacon, New York. I think that's where I got this one. And this is one of my favorites because I love the color green. I can't quite remember where we bought this. Oh, I think we got this one in Virginia. So I love that one. And this one is my favorite because I got this one. How cool is that? In Salem, Massachusetts, when I went there at Halloween time one year. And this one's my favorite. I love the curly part on the pumpkins. So when I buy one, I'm always looking for that part, that curly stem. I love the way it looks. So all of my pumpkins always have an interesting stem on them. So that's something that I collected. And, as I said yesterday, start a collection of something. You never know what you're going to find and what you're going to love and what you're going to want to surround yourself with. And I'll show you another collection tomorrow. So have a nice afternoon, everyone. Make sure you do your circle stuff and do your rainbow letter. Bye.